Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Ben Affleck, you are sending J Lo a message and you are letting her know, baby, it is not only over, it is over, over. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, J Lo was trying to get Ben back. She wanted to save face. She wasn't going to get divorced. Let's not forget that J-Lo was supposed to star in a movie produced by Ben. That movie's been put on hold. I don't think they finished it. And if it did, is it going to see the light of day? You know, when Ben's done with her, he's done. He saw what J-Lo did for the greatest love story never told. And he said, oh, you ain't turning me into a laughing stock. I think that movie's on hold. So J-Lo's been trying to see if she can still keep Ben around. At the end of the day, as much as J-Lo's, she loves that man. And sorry guys, she loves that man and she would do anything to keep him. The only problem is Ben has one foot out the door. So much so, if you didn't watch my last video, let me bring you up to speed on what's going on. So, okay, so JLo was trying to prove she was allegedly entertaining people over in Italy, but she was still hoping to work things out with Ben. Ben was like, oh my God, I just need some distance to think. JLo went overseas to Italy to kind of like clear her mind with friends. She even staged this photo op where she was flying in coach, I guess to show Ben, I can live the humble life too. Meanwhile, she came back and only to find out that Ben had moved all of his belongings, everything he owns, out of her house and put it in storage. And he has hired lawyers. This is not a, oh, we can work it out. It's not a if. People are saying it is a whim. Well, when J-Lo caught wind of that, she wanted to meet up with Ben. She wanted to talk. She wanted to discuss what's going on. Ben said, okay, I'll meet with her and I'll meet with you. And everybody was like, oh my God, they're meeting. And like there was all these things in the press. Yeah, Ben and J-Lo spent 2 hours reuniting after she was on her Italian trip. And I was like, that's weird because A-Rod's friends are saying that J-Lo, okay, this is all what the streets are saying that J-Lo is hoping to reconnect with A-Rod because one, I don't know. She still holds a candle for him too. She wants to get on Ben's nerves. If he does dump her, she can be like, ooh, the same way she got A-Rod back and popped up married to Ben. Imagine if she pops up the next year married to A-Rod. On top of that, they still got mutual friends. So she's like, yo, can you like hook it up? Make sure we meet. I know he's mad at me, but when he see all this walking in, baby, that anger is going to dissipate. Okay, right? So all this is going on. The only thing is, I went back and I read into the things, and I'm like, wait, how's all this going on if J-Lo's meeting up with Ben and Ben's moving his stuff out, but then they were meeting together for 2 hours? It sounds like they were really trying to get cozy. Well, it looks like, right? It looks like that was all cap because when you actually read into the whole thing, it looks like J-Lo had to meet, and this is so humiliating, had to meet in the office with Ben Affleck. He wanted to send a message that they were so over and there was no hope of anything that he wouldn't even meet her at the house. He wouldn't even let her come over to his rental. J-Lo had to meet him in his business office to come talk to him. Y'all, again, I don't think you understand how humiliating this is. J-Lo, Ben made J-Lo come have a talk with him after she found out that he moved all his stuff out the house. She couldn't come over to his new house. They couldn't meet for dinner. She couldn't he wouldn't even stop over and talk to her. She went to the business office, his production office, and talked to him for 2 hours at work. This is how much that J-Lo is actually pushing a line with Ben. To me, this is embarrassing. This is really, really embarrassing. And the fact that J-Lo's people, I guess she's trying to scare off whoever Ben might be seeing. I think whoever the name is, she seems a bottle of Jack Daniels, but that's just me. What do I know? Jennifer Lopez reunites with Ben Affleck after returning from solo vacation in Italy. You didn't reunite. That man made you come to his work, and he wanted to make sure that he was surrounded by his coworkers and staff and probably Matt Damon too, to make sure there was no chance that you could seduce him. Because remember when he said that it was a fever dream? Again, I agree with what everybody's saying. J-Lo can be selfish from what we see, self-centered, all that stuff. I still think Ben Affleck is 10 times worse. Listen to this. This was buried in the paper. Does absence make the heart grow fonder? J-Lo reunited with Ben Affleck upon returning from her solo vacation. She was photographed in the passenger seat being driven to his Los Angeles office on Wednesday, June 26th. She didn't crack a smile and hid behind large sunglasses while wearing a red top. He was pictured leaving his office the day before his wife's visit. Okay, people could not tell whether he was wearing his wedding ring. However, they said he looked sharp, dressed in a dark suit and a crisp white shirt. Jennifer was in Italy for most of the time. She went to all the places. Oddly enough, while she was in Italy, she went to a lot of the places that her and Ben went on for honeymoon. But remember when they went on honeymoon in Italy and Ben left halfway through the honeymoon? And remember when that happened? I was like, y'all, this is not boding well. And y'all was in the comments being like, oh my God, Tisa, they both work. They done got time. And I said, what millionaire leaves your honeymoon for someone that you've been waiting 20 years to marry? I knew something was up then. She was reliving some wonderful memories of the trip she took to the romantic destination with Ben in 2021. Where are we? So anyway, where are we? Listen, they're saying that while she was away, Ben turned up to the Beverly Hills mansion with Violet. Oh, wow. This is crazy. So this is something that we also need to talk to. When he was cleaning out the house, the photographers or paparazzi were waiting outside the house, and he was with his daughter, and he got into a shouting match with photographers while leaving the property after he claimed their flash bulbs were blinding him and could have caused a car accident. Ben is so effing annoying. Anyway, Anyway, J-Lo's focusing on her career. And I think her focusing on her career, Ben has sent the message that they are never, ever getting back together. Again, J-Lo finally gets the hint that Ben is done with her. I think that was super cold-blooded to make her meet him in the office. But at the end of the day, this seems to be the only hint that J-Lo is taking. Now that we've gotten past that, what are the odds that J-Lo and what's his name? J-Lo and A-Rod, do you think they're going to get back together? Do you think at least J-Lo's going to get him to go out on a date? I know he has a girlfriend, but that never stopped A-Rod before. And he ain't marry her. And she did seem to be the rebound from Jennifer Lopez. I mean, the thing she might be the girlfriend is because she looks the other way. I don't know, but it looks like we're going to find out. Because one thing I know, after him humiliating her for the last time, J-Lo's going to have to pop up dating somebody within the next 4 or 5 months. Mama don't like to feel single. She don't like to look stupid. And at the end of the day, she looks good. She got money. I'm sure there are a string of guys that will take their turn dating her. I'm just wondering who it's going to be. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.